before we talk about basketball or anything else like that, I heard your husband, obviously from Queens, I heard you told him you got the job by promising him Mets season tickets.
So what I did is I bought my son a Matt Harvey Lego character.
Okay.
And so I handed it to Jack. And I said, Jack, this is Daddy's favorite team. And he's like, oh, so he's all excited. And then I told Kevin, I was like, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get you, a toy, but I am planning on buying you season tickets to the Mets. And then he just looked at me. And he's like, you got the job. And I said, yes. So it was a pretty awesome moment.
Well, fortunately, even a World Series win won't come into basketball season, so
Yeah.
we won't have to worry about
Yeah.
that. But talk about what this is. I mean, 16 years as an assistant coach, 14 winning seasons, 8 postseasons as an assistant coach. To have your first head coaching job, what does this mean to you?
It's surreal. Like, even yesterday was my first day just being on campus and getting a chance to meet people and spend time with the team. And there are just certain times of the day I was just like, I did it. So it's overwhelming, but it's just extra rewarding because it was worth the wait. This is the type of school that I wanted to work for, that I believe in. So it definitely was worth the wait.
You talked in your remarks in the press conference about mission-based schools, Villanova and the likes, and how that helped mold you into this. What did those institutions do to you as a coach and as a person?
Well, I just feel when you work at a mission-based school, like, obviously everybody wants to compete for championships. Like, obviously you do. But you also want to do it the right way. One of the things I really enjoyed at both Sacred Heart and Villanova was that when you ask the kids about why they chose the school, like, one of the first words they would use is community. It wasn't like, oh, I wanted to go there because of the football team or for more of like a superficial reason, but it was how the place made them feel and the connection that they felt. And those are the type of players that I want to work with. I'm a motion coach, so I'm looking for unselfish kids. So when they're unselfish off the court, it's easier on the court. So it's just a good fit for me.
A number of postseason opportunities for you, as we mentioned, 8 postseasons as an assistant coach. What does that experience do for you, and how do you utilize that now as a head coach?
Well, I feel like, I've worked for some amazing coaches. I wish I could have gone in more detail about how wonderful I thought each one were, but I didn't want to get choked up. But they taught me that it's really important to do things the right way. You don't want to go for just a quick fix because if you're going to build a culture and really have sustained success, you have to do it the right way. And I really feel that you look like it wasn't, oh, we just made it one year. We made it the next year and the year after, because even when people graduated, the tradition didn't graduate. So they really taught me to do things the right way, and I truly appreciate the time that they gave me to do that.
You spent last season, obviously, at Virginia Tech, but prior to that, Villanova, just down the road in Philadelphia. Prior to that, Sacred Heart, just up the road in Connecticut. So you know this region a little bit and how to recruit this region, more importantly. How big is that for you?
Well, I'm excited. Like, I'm originally from Minnesota, a Midwest girl, but, I've been out here over 14 years, and this is really my recruiting stronghold, is the Northeast and the East Coast. So, like I said, to be at a school that I believe in an area where my husband grew up, and to be where my wheelhouse is for recruiting, I just couldn't ask for a better opportunity. So I'm really excited for the opportunity.
When you got the phone call from Marianne Riley, the first scholarship athlete for Manhattan women's basketball, part of the first team and all that, the first women's athletic director in Manhattan college history, what's this like for you to have her there as your athletic director?
Well, I mean, I just had a connection with Marianne right away. Obviously, her. Her energy and enthusiasm for Manhattan College is just contagious. And obviously with her being an alum and, the first female athletic director, like, I'm confident that she's going to support our program. She's an amazing mentor for me, but also for my players. So I'm really excited to work with her and to, help put a banner up in this gym for her.
We'll get into the more ins and outs of basketball as we get closer to the season in October and November, but you mentioned motion offense. You want to play stat defense. You've got the Defensive Player of the Year in Amani Tatum returning, Kayla Grimmy, who broke the single-season blocks record for Manhattan last year. What do you notice out of this roster, even though in the brief time you've had to chat with them, that you can use to turn this team and turn them into a powerhouse?
I think right now, like, this team really wants to win. Like, but before winning, I think they really want to have a connection, and that's something that I have never had a trouble doing in my career. I feel like I treat people the right way, I build trust, and I'm committed to winning. Like whether it's a shooting drill, whether it's practice, or whatever it is, I'm committed to doing things the right way, and people feed off of that. But with what we have returning, I'm really excited because a lot of times when you get an opportunity, it's because the program's not in good shape. So I'm very blessed that, we have our 3 returning scorers coming back, obviously Amani's defensive presence and Kayla's blocks. But we do need to develop some bench strength. We did lose a lot to graduation, so I'm going to actively try to bring in a couple more players for next year to help us out right away.
Well, you talk about bringing that sense of community and that sense of togetherness, and you're doing a pretty good job. I see your son Jack over here in layup lines with the girls, and Ava's been running around as well. How much is your family going to be a part of this program?
It's a team effort, like I mentioned in my speech. I'm a mom. And you could, like Jack is 5 and Ava's 2, going to be 2. Jack's been to over 30 states. Ava's been over to 20 states, and it's all been because of basketball. So they only know about being in the gym. So they haven't had a choice. And my parents help out, my in-laws help out. Because I want to be able to enjoy coaching and being a mom, and they've all really put the time in to help me do that, and have believed in me every step of the way, so I'm very thankful. I did warn the girls, though. My mom is probably going to be the loudest person in the gym, so don't be scared. Just enjoy that she really believes in them, and we'll give them a hug after every game.
8th head coach in Manhattan women's basketball program history, Heather Vulin. Coach, congratulations and welcome to the Jaspers.
Oh, very excited for it. Thank you so much.
Manhattan women's basketball back in action in November with a new head coach. This is Christian Heimall on the Jasper Sports Network.